William Wordsworth. He was a romantic poet. He has played a great role in the Romantic movement. He taught the beauty of nature. Wordsworth was a revolutionary voice in English verse and a much loved, celebrated lyric poet. Is one of the most famous of the first generation of English Romantic poets, and his long autobiographical poem, The Prelude, is considered to be perhaps the finest poem of that age. Birth 7 April 1770. Death 23 April 1850. Father John Wordsworth. Mother Annie Coxon. Wordsworth was the second of the five children. He was of a moody and violent temper. In 1778, his mother died when he was only 8. He wrote more than 500 sonnets. He knew many languages like Latin, Italian, Greek, French, and Spanish. Wordsworth was never serious about his formal studies. According to Wordsworth, poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, and it takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. He also defined poetry as the breath and finer spirit of all knowledge. It is the impassioned expression which is in the countenance of all science. He was one of the greatest English poets and had an exceptional influence on the development of English literature. He mastered all the major verse forms. He is called the high priest and worshipper of nature by the most celebrated critics of the 18th and 19th century. His poem shows not only the love of nature but also feelings of respect and reverence for her. Was an English Romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped to launch the Romantic age in English literature with their joint publication called as Lyrical Ballad. He is best known for Lyrical Ballads, co-written with Coleridge, and The Prelude, a romantic epic poem chronically the growth of a poet's mind. In 1793, Wordsworth met S.T. Coleridge. In 1798, Wordsworth and Coleridge together published Lyrical Ballads. William Wordsworth, a luminary of English Romanticism, was born on 7 April 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, in the Lake District of England. His upbringing in the picturesque and serene Lake District profoundly influenced his poetry, imbuing it with a deep appreciation for nature's beauty and the human spirit. Wordsworth's poetry, characterized by its lyrical beauty and philosophical depth, significantly influenced the Romantic movement and subsequent generations of poets. His unique ability to capture the sublime in the everyday and to articulate a deep personal communion with nature distinguishes his work. Spent most of his life in the Lake District of northern England, and the many hours that he spent wandering about the hills and woods led to the production of some of the finest poetry on nature. His work, Lyrical Ballads, co-authored with Coleridge in 1798, is regarded as the beginning of the English Romantic movement. He selected subjects from nature and rustic life. He held the view that the language of poetry should be simple and natural. Was born on 7th April 1770 in Cockermouth in the Lake District, England. When many poets still wrote about ancient heroes in their grandiloquent style, Wordsworth focused on nature, children, the poor, common people, and used ordinary words to express his feelings. He defined poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings arising from emotions recollected in tranquility. He died at Rydal Mount on April 23, 1850. Was one of the most famous English poets who began the Romantic period by publishing the collaborated work with S.T. Coleridge. In 1843, he became the poet laureate. William Wordsworth has published his first poem at the age of 17. He was educated at Cambridge. His greatest work is The Prelude, which an autobiographical poem written in 1798, blank verse. William Wordsworth. It was in 1797 that the new Romantic movement in our literature assumed definite form. Wordsworth and Coleridge retired to the Quantock Hills, Somerset, and there formed the deliberate purpose to make literature adopted to interest mankind permanently, which they declared classic poetry could never do. Helping the two poets was Wordsworth's sister Dorothy, with a woman's love for flowers and all beautiful things, and a woman's divine sympathy for human life, even in its loveliest forms. Though a silent partner, she furnished perhaps the largest share of the inspiration which resulted in the famous lyrical ballads of 1798. Part 2. In their partnership, Coleridge was to take up the supernatural or at least romantic, while Wordsworth was to give the charm of novelty to things of every day by awakening the mind's attention from the lethargy of custom and directing it to the loveliness and the wonders of the world before us. The whole spirit of their work is reflected in two poems of this remarkable little volume. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which is Coleridge's masterpiece, and lines written a few miles above Tintern Abbey, which expresses Wordsworth's poetical creed and which is one of the noblest and most significant of our poems. Part 3. That the lyrical ballads attracted and was practically ignored by a public that would soon go into raptures over Byron's Childe Harold and Don Juan is of small consequence. Many men will hurry a mile to see skyrockets who never notice Orion and the Pleiades from their own doorstep. Had Wordsworth and Coleridge written only this one little book, they would still be among the representative writers of an age that claimed the final triumph of Romanticism. The lyrical ballads were better appreciated in America than in England. The first edition was printed here in 1802